Oh, we're on. Wow, it didn't look like it was on. Hey, everybody, it's Mom by Doug. I hope the volume on this isn't too bad. I don't know. It's quick capture, or whatever seems funny. This is the first of a series that I'm calling Church Hunters. It's kind of like House Hunters, kind of like Dumpster Hunters. Um, but as some of you know, our church officially ended last week. It dissolved. And so we're finding a new church. After 6.5 years of going to our old church, we're finding a new one. And today was the first day of that venture. We went to a church today called Springwell. Um, and it's literally right up the street from here. And what I've decided to do, just for ease of comparison, since we're going to visit a lot of churches, I made a little chart, sort of a score chart, so we can make comments and remember how we liked or didn't like certain things about each church, in terms of what we believe and what we find good for us spiritually. So the categories that I come up with are hospitality and greeting, congregational interaction, music, kids program, message, spiritual direction and beliefs, size of the church, and bonus stuff. So all of these have a score of 1 to 5. So bonus stuff doesn't get points. That's just extra stuff that it could have that it doesn't get a score. It's just good stuff. And I'll tell you how we scored the one we went to today. Again, this is Springwell. I put the link to this church over in the sidebar in case anybody really is interested in checking it out. And I'll tell you how our experience was as I go through these things. Springwell actually has 2 services, one at 9 in the morning and one at 11. We went to the 11 o'clock one. We actually met a couple of other families from our old church. They were also going to be trying Springwell today. A little bit of history on this one. Maybe 10 years ago or more, we visited this church before it had grown into this big church that it is now. And we remember our experience at that time. We visited more than once, I think. I can't remember. We remembered our experience being a little off-putting, only in the sense that we didn't really feel like the congregation was connected with one another. Sort of walk in, go to the service, walk out, kind of like that. And we felt a little bit of that again today. So anyway, let's go through the categories for this church, and I'll tell you how I scored them. Hospitality and greeting. We gave it a 4 out of 5 on hospitality and greeting. At every door we came into or left, there were people there that would show you around, and you could just sort of say, we've never been here, and where do we go? Is there anything we need to do? Whatever. They did really good at that. We gave them a 4 out of 5. Congregational interaction. We gave that a 1 for a couple of reasons. Aside from the greeters, no one, I don't think, in our group was approached by anybody at the church for a handshake or how you doing or hey, you've never been here, welcome, anything like that. And furthermore, I didn't see a lot of other people doing that either. So it just didn't seem real community driven. And we could be wrong. This is based on one experience, one Sunday. But from our one experience, we gave congregational interaction a 1. Next category is music. The music is big, loud band, contemporary worship. This is a come as you are sort of church. It's contemporary worship, and you can wear, what you're comfortable wearing. The clothes are not the focus of attention at this church, and we really like that. The music we gave a 3.5. There was some really good music. Their singing was great. There's a lead singer and 4 backup singers and guitars, drums, the whole thing. It was good. I didn't know most of the songs. I don't think I knew any of the songs.
I didn't either. That's why I gave it what I gave it.
So, which isn't a bad thing, but we couldn't really sing along because we didn't know the songs yet. 3.5 on music. The message we gave a 4. We thought the message behind the message was really good. The pastor at this church is very charismatic and energetic. Seems very passionate, has a sense of humor. I think he has reached his congregation well and probably connects with the congregation well over time. So we gave that a 4 out of 5. That was the message. The kids program, we gave a 4. We had to average mine and Darla's scores together to get that. Basically, the kids program is in a whole separate building. It's actually in what used to be the whole church, is now just the kids center, and then the adult church is next door in the giant worship center. This is it's a very big church. I'll just put it that way. We went to the kids program. People were almost falling over themselves to help us get Kaya registered, get the matching name badge, so that if in case of an emergency, something would come up on the video screen during the service so that we would know to go over there. They even gave us this little barcode thing. This is like one of those frequent shopper cards that you get. So that if we do go back, they've already got all her information saved. That was a good thing. Kaya said that the kids program was really good in the way they taught things. She really liked it. So nothing really bad there. The only thing that I would say is what we also observed in the adult church. We asked her if she made any friends, and she said none of the kids really talked to each other. Thought that was odd, but overall we still gave it a 4 on the kids program. Next category was spiritual direction and beliefs. The spiritual direction and beliefs of this church are similar to what our old church was. We gave that a 4. Some of that was incorporated into the service, so between that experience today and reading on their website, we believe they're 4 out of 5 on our scale of similar to our spiritual direction and beliefs. Size of the church, we gave it a score of 2 because we were not very fond of the size. It's hard to say if it was the size of the church that bothered us or if it was because lack of interaction in the church, people not really chumming around with each other. We're used to doing that. And again, we come from a really small church, so we might have to make some adjustments too. But on our scale of 1 to 5, we gave that a 2. In the bonus stuff category, this church is very close to our house. We could walk there if we actually had the energy to do so. It's really close to our house. Another bonus thing that we could think of was that we actually knew someone, so we saw someone there that we knew. There are other people I think that go there that we also know, we just didn't happen to see this morning, but those are a couple of bonus items. So, out of a total possible score of 35, Springwell Church got a score of 22.5 in our book. Not a bad score given all of the categories we're rating on. But we have lots of churches we want to visit, and this was the first one, and not a bad experience at all.
But I think overall it's going to be more Christ-driven, not score-driven.
Oh, this is not a score-driven process, no. We're going to end up at the church where we feel God is leading us. That's a good point. It is not about the score. This is just so that we can remember what our experience was at that church as we visit additional churches and try to remember which was which. You know how easy it is to get them mixed up.
We could end up there.
We could end up there. That's exactly right. Okay, well that is it for part 1. I will, like I said, I'll post the link to the church over in the sidebar in case you're interested in checking it out on your own. But I guess that's it. Peace out, Westside. Church Vogue. How do you make a cross? I don't know. Alright, bye. Now I know how to stop this thing.